Hush, 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 blush, blush, blush.
Got crushed.
I'm single as I can be. You're single, perfect.
Things are a little different. Do you notice? Hey guys, I'm back with another video. This time, we're here to talk about some other stuff. Wow. First of all, I want to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. Kind of nervous here, kind of shy. Thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers.
Dressed up in your white, wave goodbye to me. I'm pale blue and plastic, alone in this casket. I spot these vultures, I'm counterculturized. Time to close my eyes in the turn. You taught me how to hurt and watch me run away with it. Spend my days in it.
Today we're going to be looking at 2020 outfits. I must say 2020 was just like a different time. Like, we are so much more judgmental now than ever. It's just like, I feel like there was just like this social like acceptance of everything, and people were a lot more progressive towards certain things. So there's just so much you could do, and people didn't find cringy because it was like 2019 era still, like before the great shift, they say. So you could just do anything. First, I did, and I will skip a couple because I won't be able to get through everything. But this first one is me in like this yellow cardigan, pink. I see what I did there with the earrings. I had like a curtain bang going on, a curtain bang situation, if that's what you want to call it. This curtain bang situation with pink Eiffel Tower earrings. When I tell you I love this shirt down because it made me feel so snatched, and I always put this cardigan over it, and I still remember the jeans I wore. I wore like these like skinnies, they were ripped, and I had on my Converse. I always wore Converse, or I wore like Vans. Those were my top two shoes, with some skinnies or some, I guess, semi-boxy jeans. That was the go-to. Next up. What the hell? Okay, this is obviously something my mom forced me to wear. My mom is a very religious person, so she dressed me 99% of the time, and whether she approved or not, my outfits was whether or not I was let out of the house. So, it's like the smile of despair. Yo. Okay, it was a different time, and if you know, Haikyuu was like kind of insane in 2019 and 2020. Even 2018, if you were on like Amino, LPS Amino, all that shit, Haikyuu was booming around that point. Same with My Academia. This was normal, okay? But the filter, the Asian filter shrinking the size of my head and making my forehead bigger is genuinely killing me. Wait, let's try to recreate the pose. I think she's cute. I think she's sort of cute. This is normal activities, okay? I'm showing you these because I feel like people are so critical on themselves and how they start off everything. Like I said in my video before, people overthink it. Everybody starts somewhere, okay?
Notice how the shirt I'm wearing now and the one I wore here is kind of one and the same. I think it's interesting how, like, when I'm younger, I still take pieces that were staple pieces from when I was younger to be my staple pieces from now because I love them that much. I just think that's really cool. And it's always good to incorporate that.
Like, fast fashion, and I vividly remember the petticoat underneath this is from Goodwill. I found this really cute one, and then I got the spikes from Amazon. Skirt, obviously. When Romwe was not big, when Shein and Romwe weren't big, this is when I got this. The top is also from Romwe, sorry, and then the necklace, Amazon. Thigh garters, Amazon. Obviously, if you remember the whole 2020 alt trends and stuff, I was obviously that. But I always incorporate my own thing. You're gonna see that. Next up. This is shit I have never shown anybody in my life, okay? So, like, I used to think I was the shit. Okay, that's what it was. I used to think I was the shit. And I'm not gonna criticize myself too much because, hey, I was like, what, 14, 13 at the time? Maybe, I don't know, even younger than that. I think I was 12. I was 12 or 13 at this time. Okay, next up, of course, I did my layering with the necklaces. I had braids. My signature with my braids was always wearing a headband, and I would put like a braid to the side, so I'd always had a side part because I really, really loved side parts. No matter what, as you can see, I've incorporated side parts like literally my whole life. Side part, side part, side part, side part. I love the side part now. Since I was born, I love the side parts. Yeah, I don't know. I really like that ring on my hand. I still think I have that necklace. I still wear this necklace, the tag. I still wear that. Next up is so ironic because this is when my mom dresses me. Because my mom would dress me and then I dress myself, and then I would, you know, it just switch back and forth, you know. My mom chose these braids too. I have Hizuka earrings in. I got these from Amazon. Nothing much to say about this photo except you do you, honestly. My mom actually was, my mom was into a lot of indie and alternative culture growing up. So yeah, she kind of was inspired by some of that when she used to do my hair. She used to put really big bows. I had a side part. She put big bows and gave me colorful shirts and pants. Kind of like in a scene way. Yeah, my mom vividly remembers telling me like when I was younger about like scene queens and shit, and I think that's really cool. So yeah. Back to 2020. I don't know what's going on in this picture. Period queen, I guess. Is something on the left with you? What's going on? But yeah, just a random photo of me outside. Another random photo of me outside. I remember hating these pictures because I was just like, this is not me. Like, I was just wearing what I had to wear. Okay? Tell me you watch too much anime without. Tell me you watch too much anime. It's giving... Okay, this one is interesting because I don't know what I was doing. It's kind of what I have on right now. I always loved like collar tucked in and shit. Like, I loved having a tie and just simple fits like this. I really enjoy. But this photo in particular, why is 02 on my shirt? It's not even giving like you're an anime fan. It just gives Gooner. Like, I'm trying not to be too harsh on myself because, hey, I'm at that age where I'm just like experimenting, you know, getting to know me. Okay. Lore drop. I used to have another YouTube channel and it was a gaming channel. So if you're wondering how I afforded all this and bought all this fashion, it's because I used to be a Royal High YouTuber. My YouTube channel was called Milky Fruit and I filmed Royal High videos. God. Yeah, I know a lot of people are probably wondering. I kind of just disappeared off that channel. And yeah. Stop. I have a ton. Fuck. My next video I should try to get into my Snapchat because my Snapchat has so much older stuff in there. I always took pictures of my Converse and Vans. I have so many pairs. I have a bunch of skinnies, and this is when I was really, really impacted by emo subculture and stuff. really early 2020. This is still really early 2020. And I was hiding from my mom because my mom didn't want me to listen to certain types of music. So I was just hiding everything I was listening to. But this is at the time I was starting to branch out, start dressing like that, my skinny blacks, my Vans and Converse and stuff. That kind of sums up majority of 2020 and a little bit of sneak peek into 2021, 2022. You know, everybody begins somewhere and starts to find themselves along the line.
Я двигаю своим собой, я двигаю своим собой, я двигаю своим собой. Танцы в тусик.